Hey Juventini, welcome back to the AJC. I'm Alberto. It's March 29th. I have all this morning's news surfacing around Juventus. We're going to take a look at the forgotten man, Caio Jorge, and how his future could shape up. The Italian FA's request is granted for extended sanctions to football officials worldwide. Then we are going to look at the health status and suspension status, which could lead to the Italian midfield trio against Verona this Saturday. And then the confusion about Pirlo and a return to Juventus. All that and more, so let's get into it. Alright everybody, before we kick things off, please like the video and of course subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. And I just want to let everybody know, as you can see, we've got a little bit of a rebranding going on now. We are the AJC. You can see the new logo. We're trying to freshen things up, and in continuing to freshen things up, we have a major announcement that affects all of you and this channel, as we are going to be able to bring you content like we never have before. Alright, very excited for that, and that announcement will come this weekend. Now let's get to the news. So Caio Jorge, obviously Brazilian clubs were very interested in the player. He still remains a highly sought after prospect with a high ceiling, but things changed with a scary patella injury he faced. Now for him to remain, and the reason he will be heading to Juve next gen, is simply because Juventus does not have any more seasonal loans that they're allowed to complete. So he has to remain and will go to Juve next gen. And to be honest, after an injury like that, I would see it to be important for Juventus to keep him around. And Juve next gen seems like the place that makes the most sense. All right. So again, we all have fingers crossed and hopes that he can hit the strides that basically drew Juve's attention to him in the first place. But it's going to take time. That was a nasty injury. All the best going out to Caio Jorge, and I hope it works out for him. Now, the Italian FA, their request has been granted for extended sanctions heading out to the football officials, obviously those involved with Juventus, and Paratici will begin his 2.5-year ban. Now, keep in mind that those were dished out with the original previous 15-point penalty Juventus faces. We know mid-April we're going to get the results of the appeal. If the appeal is won by Juventus, this ban will be lifted, and again, that will be temporarily, as there are still salary cases that we're waiting for results on. All right, that's the latest. Now, in terms of health status heading into this game and suspension status, with the first match back to action after international break against Verona, Lucci's status remains in doubt. He was in individual training today. Kostic was cleared. All right, so he is going to be good to go for the team list, and even to start Saturday against Verona. Paredes and Rabiot are suspended. All right, now the rest of the health status, Sandro, Milik, Miretti can all make the team sheet as well. In the middle of the park, due to Paredes and Rabiot being out, expect the Italian midfield trio of Locatelli, Miretti, and Fagioli. I think we can all look forward to seeing that. Going back to Kostic, in my personal opinion, with Inter on deck a few days after Verona and then Lazio the following weekend, I would start Illing Jr. at that position against Verona. What do you think, everybody? You know the drill. Let me know in the comment section. Now, coaching carousel. There's a lot of coaching talk, despite the fact Max is still in the seat right now. We had Tudor news yesterday saying he is first in line. Then there was an interview with Pirlo where he was asked a question, basically if he would answer the call and return to Juventus, should they ask him? And he said, of course I would, and that we did not leave on bad terms whatsoever. It all comes down to results in this business, and that was taken a little bit differently, and I started getting questions, and everybody was hearing through certain outlets, as words can easily be twisted, that he was potentially returning. There's nothing of a potential return, but it is great and promising to hear that Pirlo has no ill will towards Juventus and the relationship is still there, because in my opinion, he should have never been thrown into that position in the first place. Juventus is not the club for a first managerial gig to take place, all right? However, that said, I think he did good, all things considered. And in the future, I would be more than happy to welcome Pirlo back. The Conte rumors are going to continue to swirl, and they still have sparked up, and this is just the beginning. It is going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. But Basically, the news that you were going to be getting so far in the rumors, the rumblings, are that Conte was basically because of Agnelli, that there was a bit of a split and a bit of a rift and tensions were heated. But we remember Romeo Gresti about 6 months ago saying that the relationship isn't as bad as everybody seems, and that Conte returning could be a possibility one day, even with Agnelli there. However, now Miralem Pjanic is the latest ex-player to weigh in on his decision. He said he would not bring Conte back. What do you think, everybody? Would you bring Conte back? Let's say your options were go in next season with Max, bring Conte in, or Tudor. What would you do? Let me know in the comment section, everybody, and let me know what you think about all the other news. Are you excited to see Miretti Locatelli Fagioli? I am. And would you start Illing? Let me know in the comment section. Let's mix it up. Don't forget to like the video and, of course, subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, this weekend, big announcement. All right, till tomorrow's daily update. As always, fino alla fine, forza Juve. Ciao tutti.